Hello, in this video I proudly present my tried and tested vegan cheeseless pizza. You guys, it is so good. I've really refined this recipe and I want to share it with you right now. So before we start, I just want to go through a couple things that you're going to need. You're going to need a rolling pin, parchment paper, a pizza pan, or a cookie sheet. I just want to let you know that ahead of time in case you don't have those things, you can go out and grab them. Let's start with the dough. This is what you're gonna need. I just wanted to put it on one piece of the video so you can go back and refer to it. And then also, dough rises best in a warm place. So if you don't live in a very hot climate, you're gonna need to preheat your oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And once that's reached, go ahead and shut it off. Okay, let's make the dough. Now, what you want to first do is put the warm water and the yeast together. You're going to let that sit and just kind of form little bubbles for about 5 minutes. While that's going, you want to use a glass bowl to make your dough, because remember, if you're putting it in the oven, you don't want to put plastic in there. So starting with the flour, you're just going to scoop out the amount of flour that you need, and then adding the warm water and the yeast once it's ready, and the salt and the sugar and the butter. Okay, starting to stir with a spoon. I always like to use a wooden spoon. It seems to work best. And then eventually you're just going to be kneading it with your hands. You're gonna knead this for about a few minutes and then just continue to knead it. Once it becomes elastic, it is ready to go. You will see here as I get going through this little time lapse how the dough just kind of becomes more elastic, and this is the consistency that you want to have. Once it's ready, you're gonna take a clean, damp dish rag and cover that. Okay, like I said, make sure that your oven is turned off at this point. So you preheated it to 200 degrees, you turned it off, and now it's just warm. Now you're gonna keep it in this warm oven with the door ajar and let it rise for an hour to an hour and a half. Okay, when you're very close to the end of that dough rising phase, maybe like 20 minutes out from the end, you're gonna make your sauce, and here's what you're gonna need to make the sauce. This is really simple to do. You just basically take all of the sauce ingredients, put them in a small bowl, mix them together, and you are good to go. So I've got garlic, tomato paste, and some spices like salt, pepper, and crushed red pepper, but of course if you want to put anything else, go for it. Let's move on to toppings now. These are the toppings I chose, but I want to keep this open for you in case you don't like these toppings, and put whatever toppings you like. All you want to do is grab your toppings and then chop like a mofo until you have got them ready to go. Once you're done chopping, go ahead and preset the oven to 475 degrees, and now we're going to take that dough out of the warm place and we're going to start to, on a clean floured surface, make it into the shape of your either pizza pan or your cookie sheet. You're gonna need some extra flour here, that's why I put that in the recipe ingredients at the beginning. So then just take your rolling pin and with some extra flour as you go, make it in the shape of whatever pan you're cooking it in. I'm doing a cookie sheet, so it's gonna be kind of rectangular for me, and once you feel good with that, you're just going to put the dough into the parchment lined pan or cookie sheet and then just stretch it to the edges. Next thing you're gonna wanna add is the sauce. So I like to put it in 3 even blobs and then evenly spread it as much as possible all the way to the ends of the dough. This is really important that you get this nice and even. It might seem like you don't have enough sauce, but you really, really do. Just make sure it goes as close to the ends. And you might think it looks a little dry, but I'm telling you, if you use tomato sauce, it's gonna be super watery and runny. Now at this point, you just wanna put your toppings on. I love red onion on pizza. I love garlic on pizza. All the toppings that I chose, obviously I love, but of course, choose the ones that you want to make your pizza your own. And now I'm just sprinkling with nutritional yeast and a little bit more crushed red pepper just for some flavor. And then just pop that in the oven once your oven is at 475, and go ahead and bake this for 20 minutes. I always just use the microwave timer to kind of keep track of that. And this is what it looks like when it's ready. It is absolutely gorgeous. The 20 minutes for my oven is absolutely perfect, and it just turns out unbelievably good. I love this pizza. I'm really excited to share it with you guys, and I really hope that you like it too. This will serve a whole family. You can, like a family of 4, you can eat this or share it with your friends, of course. So if you try this, please let me know down below. I'd love to hear what you think. Thank you so much for watching.